Hello, children. How are you all? Hope you all are fine at home and doing well. So, welcome once again to Ablon Public School at home. Children, in previous class, I told you about trade and trade around 2500 years ago. In that, I told you about the evidences of trade that trade exists of trade around 2500 years ago also. So, in this class, we're going to learn about new kingdoms along the coasts. Okay, children. So before starting this, let's learn good habit that we all should go to school on time because as a student it is our first duty to go to school on time and learn well there. Okay, children, so make a habit to go to school on time every day. Now let's come to our topic, that is role of kings in trade. So children, here you can have a look of these things like crockeries, mobile phones, pants, shoes, perfumes, and chocolates. These are different brand things and belong to different countries also. But you all can find these in India. How? Because different countries traded with India. So we can purchase American things also in India and German things also, Chinese things also in India. So it means we trade with them, other countries also. Okay, children. So this is the shop of Indian products, and here you can look these Indian material also. This is the made in India. Same thing you can find the other countries products also in like malls. You can find American branded also and other Germany, Japan, and other brand things also in malls. So trade means, I told you that trade means the buying and sellings of goods and services. Okay, children. So in 300 BCE, the southern half of the subcontinent is marked by a long coastline and with hills, plateaus, and river valleys. Among us, the river valleys, that of the Kaveri is the most fertile. So chiefs and kingdoms who control the river valleys and the coast become rich and powerful. Okay, children. So the southern part of the Indian subcontinent has a very long coastline along which trade thrived. And controlling the coast, the ports made the kings powerful and rich as they collected taxes and tributes from the traders in exchange. So these are the Roman gold coins and these found in India. So it means on that time Italy also traded with India. So we can find the Roman gold coins here in India. So in ancient time, the main mode of the trade was water and land both. They trade with other countries by the camels and the boats and ships along the coastline. So here are the some sea routes and land routes you can see here, that Arabia, Africa, China, Central Asia. These are the land routes and sea routes also. So here you can see the chiefs and kings who controlled the river valleys and the coast become rich and powerful. And Sangam poem mention the Movender. This is a Tamil word meaning three chiefs, used for the heads of three ruling families. So they earned a lot. They profited many gold things, and in the present of that, they provide protection to the traders from uh, dacoits and robbers. Most of them trade by the sea coast because it was very easier way. Tribute the gifts. They in the favor of king, they give them gifts and diamonds and other precious things to in the present. They maintain their army also to attack on the enemies. They develop their cities and ports also to trade with other countries. So here have a look of three important kings and dynasties: the Cholas, the Cheras, and the Pandyas, who became powerful in South India around 2300 years ago. And each of the three chiefs had two centers of power. First is inland, second is coast. And of these six cities, two were very important, that is Puhar or Kaveri Pattanam, the port of the Cholas, and Madurai, the capital of the Pandyas. So the chiefs did not collect regular taxes, instead, they demanded and received gifts from the people. They also went on military expeditions and collected tribute from neighboring areas. They kept some of the wealth and distributed the rest amongst their supporters. In 100 centuries, next Satvahan dynasty came into existence. So the Gautami Putra Sri Shatkarni was the most powerful king of that dynasty. Lord of Dakshinapatha. The people who controlled the route leading to the south, they known as Dakshinapatha. The most important ruler of Satvahana was Gautami Putra Sri Shatkarni. So Gautami Balashri was his mother. He and her other Satvahan rulers were known as Dakshinapatha. So the meaning I told you, the people who control the route leading to the south. He sent his army to the eastern and western and southern coast. So here have a look of the summary what we learned today. First we learned about three dynasties: Cholas, Cheras and Pandyas, and Satvahanas also, that they trade with the other countries, and in the favor of the king they pro- uh, provide many precious gifts like jewelry, jewels, and precious stones to the king. The Cholas, the Cheras, and the Pandyas, the Satvahanas, these are the main important kings of that time. So, children, revise this concept and try to complete question answers related to this concept from your NCERT book as well as your supplementary book of social science. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.